everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman. Joseph Lawski has joined us. You know him as Joseph the Magician.
Hey, how are you doing this morning?
How are you, Joseph?
I'm fine.
All right, you can talk with me.
Okay.
And there you go. So tell us a little bit about you and your background and how you got into magic.
Okay. Well, I was born and raised in Germany, a place called Schwäbisch Hall up in Beverly in the Bavarian Mountains.
Beautiful.
And yeah, it's beautiful out there. And I was 13 years old when I came to America. Barely spoke English, and I learned English in the 8th grade. So in my other book, I tell you that I was the smartest guy in the 9th grade for 3 years in a row. Because English is a very hard language to learn, you know.
Yes,
because you got all them silent letters in there, so it was very confusing.
And then you served in the Navy, I think.
And I was drafted back in, well, I was AFLAC's first computer operator when I was only 16 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I got drafted. AFLAC is originated in Columbus, Georgia, and that's where Fort Benning, that's where we wound up. So after I was working with them, and then I got drafted. And then I went to the military, the Navy, and they said, we'll let you continue computers, because that's what I was doing at AFLAC.
Right.
And I did 4 years with them. And that's when I found out I wasn't even a citizen of the United States, because I had to have a secret clearance.
Oh.
So I made my citizenship in Orlando, Florida, back in 1970.
Yes.
And did 4 years. And then, but when I was in the Navy, I was walking around the ship, and I see all these guys gambling their 2 weeks' paychecks away, playing poker and blackjack. And I said, there's no future in gambling away your money, but there is a future in cheating at cards. So I started getting into magic, and that's
You got into magic.
That's how I got into it, yeah.
All right, and so here you are at Hilton Head, and on, would you say Thursday nights, you do magic at the Frosty Frog?
At the Frosty Frog.
So what kind of magic do you do?
I do sleight of hand, close up, at your table.
Okay.
See, I have a gimmick that brings people in, because if you wanted to surprise someone, then what you do is you, ahead of time, text me the victim's name, the victim's birthday, the high school year they graduated, and when you come in to see me, then I come up to your table. Don't recognize me, but I recognize you and your friends. So I start talking to them like we've been friends for years since high school.
And today we're talking about this really interesting coloring book. It's a magic coloring book about alligators.
That's right.
So what was your impetus to put this book together?
See, I love wildlife, okay?
Yeah.
And I found that there's nothing more damaging than coming to the Hilton Head with a party of 4 and going back home with a party of 3 because they don't know anything about our gators. And so they try to take pictures, they try to feed them, and that's not very good. So I decided, well, let's try to educate these people when they come to visit our island to leave our gators alone, and so we don't have to kill the alligators for no apparent reason at all.
So why is the book magic?
I put a trick in there to, if you go online on my Hilton Head Magic website, hiltonheadmagic.com, there's an online magic trick, and if you click on that, you'll see a numbers box trick. And the computer will have you a series of 6 boxes of numbers from 1 to 62, and it'll have you to think of one, any number, and it'll tell you the number you're thinking about. So if you want to learn how to do that secret, I put the secret in the book. That way it educates the kids to work with mom and dad and, you know, add a couple of 1-digit numbers together to be able to do that trick.
So your website is hiltonheadmagic.com. And what's your vision for the book? I think it's a great educational tool. I mean, it's fun too, the magic portion of it and the coloring portion. But there are a lot of good facts about alligators in here. Yeah,
it's well, like I said, a lot of people, you know, they come to visit our island and then they go and see a gator and they try to feed him, and the next thing you know, the gator's having themselves a lunch, and we don't want that. You know, we don't want that to. It's kind of an inspiring book because I had a 7-year-old shy kid learn a trick, and she's standing in front of her class, had the teacher think of a number and told the teacher the number thinking of, kind of blew the teacher away and the kids, so she's not shy anymore. So it has its benefits all the way around.
All right, so it's the magic coloring book with Joseph the Magician.
Yes.
And we appreciate you being on our program. Thank you.
Well,
nice to meet you.
Well,
and check him out at the Frosty Frog on Thursdays.
Thursday
what
night.
time are you there?
After 6 o'clock.
Okay, very good. Nice to meet you,
My
Joseph.
pleasure.
Yes.
See you.